What up, family? Get a news reporter, Mary Dash, 20 Mary Lee. Today is June 11th, sexy Saturday in my city, Chicago, 2022. It is 8:25 in the a.m. This is the wrap-up portion of my life. You know, it's always a beginning and an ending, right? So, yeah, I was on my little nature walk the other day in Evanston. And I was on my bike also, but I was walking the bike. And I came across this Alex Haley Roots book. It's this thick. I had to stuff it in my backpack. I had also got this here book also, Chicago, with the John Hancock signature building. You know, the last person you're going to save is yourself. You know, a lot of people will be there with you when it's sunny and convenient for them, and you are unaware of what they may be doing to you. Well, you may be aware and you just kind of need each other on the come up. It's kind of like the song by Jay-Z, It Ain't Personal. But to me, it's always been personal because it's my life that everybody's been raping, okay? So now we got that out the way. You know, they say numbers don't lie, and Tupac said, yeah, every move is a calculated step. And, you know, a lot of greats have tried to tell us what's going on, and I try to make it as easy as possible for everybody. So, you know, you won't have to go through all the hardships that I've been through, but I think people of color have become accustomed to chaos and confusion, and, you know, they said it's going to be worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what they say, and it looks as though we on the cusp of that. So I'm going to read this here, the cover, to prove that, you know, Malcolm X was right when he said you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and all that. It was a hustle. It was a con. You understand what I'm saying? That they played on us, but especially me, because I became the originator of rap at the age of 8 in 1975. But I stood up for myself because I was a child abuse victim at the age of 6 in 1973 and put in the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper. I haven't got nothing out the deal, not a vacation, not a new car. You know, I thought I'd bring everybody together and they appreciate their family and what they have. And then, you know, the people who were foster children could have something of their own. In 1995, I asked for $2 million tax-free. Once I realized they weren't going to do nothing, and they threw me on the psych ward to discredit me, you know, for future references or whatever, or a case they trying to build against me to make it seem as though I'm insane or whatever and stuff like they do all the greats. And throw me under the bus and woo out the bam. All right? Okay. Good luck with that. All right? A lot of people got over. They got overboard. We could have all been at least a millionaire. You understand what I'm saying? I said $2 million tax-free. We could have at least been a millionaire. Who wants to be a millionaire, right? But definitely we could have been a billionaire at least 10 times over. But instead they ready to kill the people and push this pedophilia agenda or whatever and stuff. You know, they trying to push that, you know, where it's okay to, you know, go with babies and whatever and stuff. You know, just like they push the crack epidemic. It's like they push rape. It's like they push gangbanging. It's like they push negative rap, you know, gangster rap. You understand? They just keep pushing it and shoving it down your throat like ghetto gaggers and stuff. And, you know, heaven is looking a lot better than staying in hell. You understand what I'm saying? For real, getting nowhere fast. I get a little over $10,000 a year, and I still have to pay for stuff where I shouldn't have to pay for anything. I'm a lady. I don't drink, drug, smoke, or fornicate. I was born May 25th, 1967. I've been catching hell all my life. Everybody that come in my life want something from me. Tupac said, if they can't screw you, they'll find a way to sue you. And if they can't screw or sue you, I guess they'll kill you. So that's where, that's why I say, if I die, we all die. So let me read this here, this little cover of Roots to let you know, I came out with rap in 1975. They always say, look out for the next Messiah or whatever, or if you're a really civil rights leader or people that know about that, J. Edgar Hoover, was always looking for people who would, bring, people together or whatever. So he was really hard on Martin Luther King and trying to stop his movement with the civil rights program and all that. But because, the X generation, my generation, we went hard by any means necessary, because once we saw Malcolm X and Martin Luther King come together, you understand what I'm saying? We thought anything was possible because they was beefing at one time. So, I thought me and Oprah Winfrey could be the female version or lady version of them and, kind of seal the deal and, bridge the gap for the girls. But of course, she got her billions or whatever and stuff and just left me for dead. All right, shit happens, right? Now, my foster family, the Redmonds, I went to stay with them at the age of 6 in 1973. I didn't know the difference between an apple and an orange, but I became the originator of rap music at the age of 8. Miracles still happen if you believe in yourself. I'm not going to stop believing in me. Now, Roots, Alex Haley. Now, you got to remember, Eminem's daughter name is Haley, okay? I met this white guy when they put me on the psych ward in Milwaukee, Wisconsin on Highland Street, at the age of 13. And I met this white guy by the name of Alex. See, they kind of just, piece your life together to fit their scenario or whatever. And before you even recognize who you're going to be for real, they didn't already planned your demise and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how it works, I guess. So let me read this. It said, Roots, Alex Haley. Now, this is supposed to be some story that his great-grandmother or whoever told him about, his people or whatever, which, books, movies are corrupt. Suicide is way up, right? So if they see you coming up, and I came out in 1975 with rap, and my foster parents were older, and all skin folk ain't kinfolk. They did not look like me. And if they was more for the Alex Haley, you understand what I'm saying? Then of course they gonna watch the people that's coming up, right? That might jeopardize their livelihood. Okay. I thought if we all, won at the same time, which all they had to do was stand up, it would have been better. Now it's just going to be worse, okay? So it says, when he was a boy, talking about Alex Haley, in Henny, Tennessee. Now you got to remember, Memphis, Tennessee, Elvis Presley, but this is Henny, Tennessee. Okay, so he's in America, but we talking about Africa and all that, right? It says, Alex Haley's grandmother used to tell him stories, but my story is the truth, okay? About their family stories that went back to her grandparents and their grandparents down through the generations all the way to a man she called the African. Talking about Kunta Kinte, Toby. She said he had lived across the ocean near what he called the Camby Balongo and had been out in the forest one day chopping wood to make a drum when he was set upon by 4 men, beaten, chained, and dragged abroad a slave ship bound for colonial America. So they kidnapped him, okay? Still vividly remembering the stories after he grew up, talking about Alex Haley, and became a writer, Haley began to search for documentation that might authenticate the narrative. It took 10 years, my favorite number is 10, and 500,000 miles of travel across 3 continents to find it. But finally, an astonishing feat of geological detective work, he discovered not only the name of the African Kunta Kinte, but the precise location of Jefferu, the very village in Gambia, West Africa, from which he was abducted in 1767. Now you got to remember, I gave Oprah Winfrey my child abuse rap at the age of 17 in 1984. Then The Color Purple came out in 1985, and I was born in 1967. And if you add up 76 plus 7 plus 1, you get 84, I believe. Let me see, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. Yeah, so it's all a number game with him. And then it says, at the age of 16, and taken to the Lord Legionnaire to Maryland. Now, in my city, Chicago, not too far from where I reside, 6210 South Kimball Avenue, Chicago, North 60637, apartment 308. In 1996, after I gave him my story to 3 cassette tapes, along with the Martin Luther King speech with my voice added to it, and my voice added to music in 1995. After 1995 and 1996, on 65th and Maryland, not too far from where I was residing at, on Kimball, the police put a gun to my head and threatened to pull the trigger. And I told them to pull the trigger, bitch, but I'm still alive, right? And sold to the Virginia planters. So it says, let me just show you that. It says, Haley was taken to Jeffrey with his own African 6th cousin. Now, you remember I was in the Chicago Sun-Times newspaper at the age of 6 in 1973. And then it says on September the 29th, and Oprah was born on the 29th. My ex-girlfriend, LaWanda, born on the 29th. And Master P was born on the 29th, the same month and day as my ex-girlfriend, LaWanda Joy Jacobs, who says she met Oprah Winfrey, and she also worked for Blue Cross Blue Shields. Now this says on September the 29th, 1967, I was born in 1967, okay? Nothing happens in this world by mistake, and this Roots came out in 1977. He stood on a dock in Annapolis where his great-great-great-great-grandfather was taken ashore on September the 29th, 1767. Now, I'm going to leave it right there because I don't know if this video going to go off or not, and I want to just, let you know that, I ain't finna keep going. But at the age, the 6 ball came up missing. You know how I do. I break the balls. Whatever drop, and I flip the Bible, and that's it. That's all. Now, this is 3. I had a car by the name of a license plate that said Rise Up 3. I come from behind to get my #1 spot, okay? Real talk. 3, 2, 1. This is the Bible, scripture. This is 19, okay, chapter 19, Psalms chapter 19. We're going to do, okay, this on page 529, okay, you see that? But in 2016, with 19 years of sobriety, I was at an AA meeting, Mustard Seed, in my city, Chicago, staying sober after being homeless and railroaded May 31st, 2008, for so-called dishonored police officer, something I did not do. And they pretty much ruined my whole life and left me for dead, and everywhere I go, trouble follows me. I had 19 years of sobriety. They gave me cancer. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. I don't drink, drugs, smoke, or fornicate. I have 24 years of sobriety, December 25th of this year, 2022. My sobriety year is 1997. Nothing happens in this world by mistake. I was 28 years old. I got 5 on me in 1995. This is on page 528. You understand what I'm saying? Which means I come full circle and nobody believed me. And it's 8:40 right now. The spirit don't lie. You understand what I'm saying? 1984, I gave my story to Oprah Winfrey, my child abuse rap, at the age of 17 in 1984. I won when it came to me. Last person you're going to save is yourself. Even if don't nobody else save you, my higher power is always there for you if you believe in yourself. If not, it is what it is, okay? I just flipped the Alex Haley book. This on page 362 and 363.